Poke bowls have taken the world by storm, and you can see why they're so popular because they're healthy, they're super versatile, and they're great for the lunchbox. In fact, they're so popular, there are so many different poke bowl restaurants. Now, originally, a poke bowl comes from Hawaii, usually served with some raw fish, but these days it's become so versatile. You can make it with any different type of protein. Today, I'm going to make mine 100% vegetarian using eggplant as the base. And what I like to do is just peel some of the skin off because I find it to be slightly bitter. So I almost give it that zebra-shaped pattern. Not taking it all off, so just a little bit. And this will ensure we get maximum silky, velvety eggplant. So I'm just going to cut that little bit off there, and then we'll cut that in half. Now I'm going to cut it into large chunks because it does shrink as it cooks in the pan. Okay, and the other one, cut in half and just into chunks. I'm going to preheat a pan. We're going to start it on a medium to high heat, then turn it down later. Now, eggplants are like sponges. They love sauce, so I'm going to saute it in some teriyaki, which is going to develop a lovely glaze. This one can also be used as a marinade. So we're going to add some peanut oil to a pan, quite a lot, 2 tablespoons or so. We'll just coat the base of the pan and then in with our eggplant. Now, I don't want to add my teriyaki sauce now. If I do that, it's going to burn. We want to leave it to the last minute so all of that lovely flavour from the teriyaki goes into the cooked eggplant. So we're going to give the eggplant a head start. We're going to keep an eye on it and just let that cook down until it's super tender. And you'll know it's tender when you can get the knife all the way through it with ease. Now, while the eggplant is cooking, let's get onto a delicious dressing to go with it. Keeping with a Japanese style here, I'm going to make a sesame dressing. It's a bit of a cheats dressing because I'm going to be using some tahini, which is essentially crushed sesame seeds. So into a bowl, I'll add some ginger to start with, a good amount of ginger for this, half a teaspoon to a teaspoon. To that, I'll add my tahini. And tahini is quite thick. You need to loosen it up with some water. So I will add a splash of water. And as you mix it, you'll see it almost looks like it's starting to seize, but keep at it, keep mixing it, and then add some more water and slowly incorporate it. And the more that you keep working it, it'll start to smooth out and become quite saucy. So this is looking quite good. Let's see. See how that's coating the back of the spoon? That's just right. So time to season the sesame. So in with a hint of sweetness from some honey, some rice vinegar for some acidity. Keep stirring that. In fact, I might use a whisk just to ensure it's super smooth. And to really accentuate that sesame flavour, I love the addition of some sesame oil and some light soy sauce. Splash of light soy sauce, and that's going to season our dressing. Give that a stir, and that is a cheats way of making that delicious, very popular Japanese roasted sesame dressing. I'm just going to have a taste just to make sure everything's well balanced. Oh, that's so good. It's going to go so well with the eggplant. All right, now we just need to be patient, wait for that eggplant to finish cooking, and then once that's cooked, we can add our teriyaki sauce. All right, this eggplant's looking good. Let's just get the tip of our knife. See how tender that is? That's what we're after. You don't want to be serving undercooked eggplants, not very nice. So, time for our teriyaki sauce to go in. So, little splash. You can see how thick this is. It just is going to give it a lovely flavour. There's also ginger in this teriyaki sauce, so you'll taste that throughout it too. And this is the reason why you want to leave it to the last minute, because you just want it to soak in to that beautiful eggplant, and then heat can go off. Any further, it'll caramelise too much. All right, let's start building our poke bowl. So in here, the base is rice. I'm using some sushi rice. Brown rice works a treat too. And instead of putting all the vegetables around it, which is quite classic, I'm going to do it slightly different. I'm going to mix all the vegetables together. So cucumber can go in along with some spring onions. I'm going to use the light part and the white part, so they're milder in flavour. I've just finely julienned some carrot. Just pop that in there. And a lovely ripe avocado. Just cut that in half. And we'll take out that seed. And I'm going to cut it into quarters first. And we'll just take the skin off. And then into chunks. All right. So I want maximum dressing on this because it just tastes so good. So we'll add a drizzle to our bowl. And I'll toss this. And there is one thing that I've missed out, and I just love these. These are edamame. You can get them from all your supermarkets now, and they come frozen. You just thaw them out. Delicious addition to any type of salad. So I'll toss that around. Look at that. Love this creamy dressing. And we're going to place this salad right on our rice. Another appeal for a poke bowl is all the beautiful bright colours. They're so healthy. Okay, and for our eggplant, see how that's glistening in the teriyaki sauce. We're just going to pile the teriyaki eggplant on top. Eggplant's so meaty. It's a really hearty way of substituting chicken or fish. But of course, if you wanted chicken or fish, you could do the same concept here. Okay, finally, some extra dressing over the top. And last little condiment, Furikake, which is a combination of seaweed, sesame seeds. It is a delicious addition. Sprinkle that for a final garnish. There you go. The teriyaki eggplant in itself is just a must. It is super delicious. Pop it into a poke bowl like that, and that is a wonderful dinner.